All right, y'all. We're going to try this one more fucking time. I didn't record this like 12 times, bitch. And I really mean I'm going to fucking get this to y'all because I'm fucking going to know it. So, this is to the people who commented under my protest video. I did not expect anybody to have a problem with me giving strategic advice about a fucking protest. Like, the reality is, a lot of you motherfuckers be projecting under people's fucking posts. Like, I didn't say nothing about nobody getting arrested. I didn't say nothing about poor people not being able to protest. I didn't say nothing about none of that shit. All I did was gave you some actionable tips on how to have a successful protest, and you motherfuckers got offended. Stop projecting your poverty and lack mentality onto me and anybody post that you come across, because I know you ain't just doing it to me. Somebody said this is what our ancestors something about our fucking ancestors. Why are you even talking about our ancestors at this fucking point? Our ancestors did what they had to do so that we didn't have to do it. Our ancestors was poor, and so we gotta do it too. Our ancestors was poor, so we didn't have to be. So that we can make smarter decisions, so that we can get jobs with white folks and do the same shit white folks do and have white folks money. So don't tell me no shit about our fucking ancestors, because I use my ancestors, the sweat off my ancestors' back, to build something for myself. And if you didn't, then that's on you. So there's that. Don't tell me nothing about my ancestors. You don't know shit about my ancestors, bitch. I'm not from where you from, and you not from where I'm from. So don't ever speak on my fucking ancestors, bitch. That's that. Second, one bitch on here talking about that's not true. You don't have to have money. If you get arrested, there's companies that'll bail you out. First off, I don't depend on nobody to do shit for me. And that's the reality, and that's the problem in the first place. Like, you feeding the problem with the problem. That's why you can't heal. The blind leading the fucking blind. You're depending on somebody else. That's why you're protesting. You need something from somebody else. I'm trying to take the power out of their hands and put it back in your hands, and you like, no, give it back to them. It's like I'm running around, letting motherfuckers out of cages, and y'all running around talking about, no, they need to stay in there. They're safer there. I'm annoyed. Additionally, my goal with that statement was to give you actionable items for strategic success. So, I was specifically speaking of the Philadelphia negotiations that's going on right now. A lot of people, especially when it comes to protests, they literally just wake up and do shit on a whim. You knew them people wasn't treating you right for years. You either gonna quit or you gonna make a plan and then set a course of action. But you gotta understand, in that plan, you might lose. All I'm trying to tell you to do, take the money out of it, because the word money confuses simple brains, is make a strategic plan so that when push comes to shove, because push definitely gonna shove, you can stand on business. I'm trying to give you our water to cry with, bitch. I'm trying to give you a ground to stand on, bitch. I'm trying to give you a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of, and y'all like, we don't need it. We're gonna do it poor. What? Why? It's the most unsuccessful. Like, history has shown it works, but you could do it a different way. The ancestors died for you so that you didn't have to do the same things that they did. Be strategic. I'm not gonna be in the streets. It's not safe for me there. It's not safe for me there. It ain't safe. It ain't safe. Like, if you didn't know that. But back to Philly. So, just so you guys can understand what I was trying to say, because everybody in my comments projected, and that's really the problem. If you put anything on social media, if you want to see what people going through in life, just post some random shit. I promise you, people going to tell you their whole fucking life story. They're going to tell you everything they're going through, just through projections of talking to you. Neither here nor there. Philly. I feel like the negotiations in Philly will be going a lot differently. I don't know if they plan, but it doesn't seem like they are, because they're already backing down after 7 days. Listen, if the people in Philly had planned properly, again, you already knew they wasn't fucking with you. You knew for the last 2 years they wasn't treating you right. So just think about it like this. If for the last 2 years you have been plotting and strategizing, I'm gonna save up this money. I'm not gonna quit. I'm a protest. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to cut off my Netflix. My kids ain't going to get that. They Teletubbies ain't going to have, they're going to have to get one gift instead of two this year. Because I'm making a strategic move for us and our family so they might get one this year. What Donald Trump say? They don't need $5, bitch. They might not get $5 this year, but I'm a sacrifice $4 so next year they can get $10. And that's all I'm trying to say. Like, instead of just doing things on a whim, be strategic about what you're doing. So think about it like this. If the people in Philly had thought about it, maybe even six months ago, and was like, all right, I'm going to save up this money, then we're going to go and protest. So 7 days in, I'm set. Because most protests and most people on the other side, they're just waiting for you to fold. They're waiting for you to run out of resources. The moment you start running out of resources, that's when your foundation and your argument gets shaky. So, I can already tell they're running out of resources because now, after 7 days, first they wasn't backing down. I just heard them say, and I was so disappointed. Oh, yeah, we came down a little bit. Why? You got the power. You got the power. And that's what I need certain protesters to understand. Not every protest is the same, but the people in Philly got the power. Because the reality is, just let the trash pile up. They're going to contract out, but contracting out is expensive. So there's pressure from the other side. They're going to either get tired of spending money or they're going to get tired of being filled up with trash. But that's pressuring them, and you just calm and collective. You at home doing your chores, bitch. You at home getting a tan. You at home. I'm not even at the picket line. Why would I be at the picket line? I'm on vacation. I'm really unbothered. That's the best protest. Out of sight, out of mind. I'm not, because the people that's marching in the streets, I love them. Sometimes that is how it gotta be, but a lot of times the people marching in the streets, they need that shit right now because if they don't, it's an urgency in that. Because I need to get back to work immediately. And if I don't get back to work immediately, I'm going to start losing money. And as a person who negotiates all the time, I'm going to use that as a bargaining chip. Y'all going to get tired. But if you don't see me, she not worried about her job? She must be good. Got another job. Imagine a strike where everybody was on vacation. And wasn't nobody pressing nobody. But trash was filling the streets. That'll cause somebody else that. You got to make them move. They going to be worried. But as long as they see you outside pushing and worried, they already know they got you. And that's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is be better prepared for what you're about to walk into. Be it money or a mindset. Anything. Like, I've protested with no money. I've walked away from things with the understanding that I might be living under a bridge, but you're never going to fucking play with me. You get what I'm saying? So it's not about money. It's about the mentality and the ability to stand your ground. A lot of people and a lot of negotiations, especially negotiations like this, don't go the way of the person who started the picket or the protest because they fold. Because they don't have anything to bargain with. So all I'm trying to say is have something to bargain with. And for me to say have something to bargain with and people have a problem with, it perturbs me. Additionally, I cannot stand when a person who is not intellectually competent pushes back on a concept that they do not understand instead of asking questions about it. And further, not only do they push back on the concept, but they try to make the person who set the query or had the concept sound ignorant because they are dumb. That grinds my gears. And I hate when people come in my comments like you only sound smart to a dumb person. Because an intelligent person knows what you're saying makes no sense. And hopefully this saved, but last but not least, hold on. I do what I want. And you do what you can. We're not the same. Additionally, there are people who can't. I want to say this. There are people who can't do this. And I understand this. And I understand that. But this message is to the people who can. It's people like me who stand up for people who can't. And the people like me that I'm talking to, they understand what I'm saying, and I want to help them so they can help you. I hate when I'm trying to help people, like the people in my comments, and they spit in my face or they come after me. Like, you don't even know what you're doing. Shut up and let the grown-ups do the talking. Okay, bye.